Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Flight of the Navigator. It's a movie that came out in 1986. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start up the furry, there are some alien creatures shown, and I think that they definitely qualify as furry. So, moving on to the good and the bad. As I said, this movie came out in 1986, so the availability and quality of CGI pretty low, but I was worried that this movie, when I rewatched it, that it would just be terrible, as some movies that I watched when I was a kid were actually terrible when you go back and watch them, because that's just how things happen. And I rewatched this, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. It's definitely more of a kids movie, one of the more like fun type of. It's not. There's not a whole bunch of like funny in jokes for adults. So it is, I think, geared towards kids, but it's not unbearably stupid like some just for kids movies are. That's not how this one is. And the CGI, in my opinion, was actually really good for what they could do. Like the main thing that you see on literally all the advertisements or whatever else, like you don't get to see that until like, I don't know, 45 minutes into the movie, but you do get to see quite a lot of it, and the tricks they used for when things were touching it, like in the real world, and then also when the things were happening around it that had to have been CGI. I think that the tricks and methods that they use to make it appear real, like if you, and maybe there's some remastered version that I'm watching on the streaming service, like maybe they fixed things post, but I feel like they didn't, or I would have known about it in some way. But there's like some reflections of the things on the ground and whatnot against some of the thing. So I think they did a really good job, and I love the texture and the feel of it. I think that really the only thing that sort of stands out is that it doesn't quite work is there's a couple of instances where things pass in front of the thing, and size-wise the thing is maybe too big for how small it should have been, like, you know, in order to pass in that way. I think that is probably the only thing. But I enjoyed the adventure that happened. I didn't feel that it was too slow getting to the 45-minute mark, which is kind of surprising because when I was watching this, and from all of the advertisements and what I vaguely recollect from when I watched it as a kid, was they got to the Navigator part of it a lot sooner, and it took 45 minutes, but I thought that it was a good 45 minutes where you got to see the characters, and I liked the exploration of the circumstances that he was in. I thought that was fun. So, yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun movie. Good ending, good conclusion, good pacing, good CGI for the time. The good acting, which is saying something because, it's centered around, your main actor is a kid, and if he had sucked, this would have been a painful movie. But he was great. So, good job to him and to the rest of the cast and everything else. So, fun time, 2 thumbs up, give it a shot if you're looking for a fun kids movie, regardless of whether or not you're a kid. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching, hope to see you at the next one. Bye!